tournament live at OKTAGON.tv.
Stanton, looking to get this takedown early, does so.
Look at that. Reaps the heel. And now working his way up.
He's such a good chain wrestler, chaining things together. And like you said, Darren Morris in the corner, very, very effective grappling up out of all of his fighters. But Mick Stanton, he just naturally flows through it so well. Look at how he passes there. PETRASEK, the size of him doesn't matter as he tries to buck. And this is what Stanton said he would deliver. And we said early on in this fight, we'll find out if PETRASEK can pull it together.
I've got to say, just to make this takedown even more impressive, he has an 81% takedown defense record, PETRASEK, and that's at light heavyweight. Mick Stanton made that look easy.
Needs to stay busy to keep this on the ground, though, because he needs to keep tiring him out. He doesn't want to go knee on belly here or try and go to the mount because he doesn't want that power through the hips. He's trying to stay on the side. Now going to go back into the half guard. Better for him here, though. And he has great control of that upper body with the shoulder pressure through that left arm.
And Stanton's skill set, we see him as a grappler now. Even he sees himself as a grappler now, but he comes from a fantastic pedigree of boxing, represented England as a Golden Glove schoolboy.
And all this does, as it continues, is make PETRASEK question himself and worry and think about gas tank and think about how he's not performing like he should be. Again, battle of the minds. Stanton is going to bring it every single time, as we said. This early in the fight, we're down. We're only a minute and a half in, and he's been dominant so far.
Yeah, very, very dominant indeed. And he did say, look, one of my favorite things to do is make big men gas, which is a sentence which kind of sounds strange, but he loves just to wear you down, control, let you exert your energy while he maintains his. Oh, he might be absent on the other side, but no, he's let it go.
Gets the underhook here, though, does PETRASEK. Good to see him buck up. Tries to. That's what Stanton wants. Stanton wants the energy. And he's in the perfect position here, right in his own corner, taking tuition and listening. And very, very high underneath the armpit here. You see that he's trailing that leg. The hips are over the top. He could go to a mounted crucifix position here so easily if he can control that wrist.
Left on the pipe, Mick.
And then you listen to Darren Morris, the
side choke opportunity.
Yeah, the technical breakdown he does. He knows all the positions, coming from that catch wrestling background. But when they talk about training, it was such a unique ethos as far as how they prepare. They train to fight, and that's what they do. They do it in a tiny little barn at the back of Darren's house, and they have carved champions already in that atmosphere and with the people around them.
I've been fortunate enough to train with Darren on multiple occasions, and the way he looks at grappling and approaches fighting is very, very different to most. And he has a fantastic style, and only certain athletes can replicate it. And Mick Stanton is one that does it so well. He just has that intent. It's all about intention and belief, and he brings it, the energy constantly. Look how high his hips are, the pressure through the body. You know, trying to peel that arm off now.
And the rounds they do there as well. His cardio is absolutely exquisite. One of the hardest workers in the room. And just not giving PETRASEK a single inch or moment in this first round. Which is 35 seconds.
Exactly what he needed to do, said he was going to do.
Yeah.
Again, he always delivers the intention. I'm not saying it always goes his way, but he always gives it his best. PETRASEK the other way around. It all depends on how he's feeling, what's going on. You know, none of that comes in for Stanton. He'll fight any man on the planet, and he'll try and do the best he can, the same as always.
Mick Stanton said this tournament, the prize money attached to it, he could honor the promise he gave to his wife. He said, look, I will be able to buy us a house. I'll be able to make a living doing this. They've stuck by each other. They train at the gym. He runs his own gym. He works there. The kids go there. It is their life. But now PETRASEK finding his way to the cage, Luke.
Good work from PETRASEK to try and get it. And the crowd really, really behind him as well. But this is Stanton's world. This is what he wants. He wants you to burn your energy. He wants you to try and get up. See how he just punches down to the midsection. He wants you up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. He's not even looking for the finish yet. He's trying to just take out the air, to grind him down, you know. If he can keep his weight on him here, 30 seconds remain. It's been an extremely dominant first round.
And that takedown, let's jump back to that. I'm sure we'll get a look at it in the replays, but The way he set it up, just reaping that ankle, getting it to the mat with ease. And this is a guy, PETRASEK, who trains with the likes of Carlos Vermola, Mate Peñas, Mako Martinek, many more like that.
The referee not happy with the action, stands him back to her feet. I'm very surprised at that. But yeah, this is an opportunity now for PETRASEK to end on a positive note.
Oh, he fires that right hand. Smile on the face of PETRASEK. He knows what's coming now, right?
Exactly.
Oh, and he's in
straight away, gets in on that, on both legs, in on that single. Needs to watch his neck.
Now he's going to chain this together. That's one thing we saw him do well with Kamil Wojciechowski.
Great defense from PETRASEK, though. Good whizzer.
Yeah, that's the
his man now, going to try and get to the back.
And the crowd like that a lot. Looking for the
taking the back of Stanton.
Oh,
getting on the neck.
This would be huge. Meloun PETRASEK. One-handed, looking for the finish. He's squeezing the neck of Mick Stanton.
Not going to be able to finish that with one hand, unfortunately.
Wow.
Stanton now on the bottom, though, needs to be careful of this.
Coming out the back door.
Looking for the legs. Beautiful work from Stanton now against the half guard. Was fully mounted and manages to get back to full butterfly in seconds. And that just shows the level of the grappling. Everyone says PETRASEK's got jiu-jitsu, he's got submissions, but look at that movement. Sometimes being the smaller man can help you in jiu-jitsu. Going to try and
he's going to butterfly sweep.
That's going to be tough.
Oh, he's going to do it. Oh, he just slips out. Might give up his back here, Luke. He's working, he's going to grab that wrist straight away. Imagine
to see Stanton roll now. Yeah, that's where it comes. Nice roll to get on top now. Going to look for this Kimura as he pops those hips back.
And we talked to the other commentators today, and it's got slow motion. That's, if he can push that away, he's working for the Kimura. He's got his legs free now as well.
Beautiful setup just to get the underhook. Threaten that Kimura just to control the position. Now he's on top, very, very high.
Puts himself right away from those hips, takes away the power of Miloš PETRASEK. He's going to try and trap the arm now.
Needs to be careful, doesn't overcommit and get rolled. Looking for that Americana.
Looking for an Americana on that side. Very difficult to get.
Especially on someone like PETRASEK.
Yeah, with that.
Needs to shorten the bicep, tough to do in this position. Good defense. The crowd strongly behind PETRASEK here, but Stanton upsetting everyone's night so far. On top again, beautiful position here. This is brutal.
And it's miserable under there, right? It's absolutely miserable.
The pressure is just all in the right places. So for PETRASEK, he can't utilize those powerful hips that he has. You know, he's just got to use upper body, and they're trapped, and he's got a beautiful underhook on that left side. Head's in the right place. You know, brutal. The only thing PETRASEK can try and do is come out the back door. Needs to try and get this arm underneath. But he's not allowing it to be underneath because he's trying to block from the shots. You know, if he puts that arm underneath, he can try and buck out the back door. But if he bucks out the back door, he won't have any defense.
Oh, and now look at the trap.
There you go, now trying to go. Now he gets mounted crucifix.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
Bad spot. Even more trouble here from PETRASEK.
This is a fight finishing position because he cannot defend. So if he can mount up enough offense, enough elbows, enough shots without defense, then the referee has no choice but to stop it. Stanton dominant here.
And reversing that position, getting warned about shots to the back of the head. I saw the referee in between rounds as well say, Stanton, if you want that position, you have to do more to keep it. But right now, this is a fight-ending position, no response, and he will get this fight stopped. Absolute domination from Stanton on the ground. Oh, traps the arm again. The crowd aren't happy with this.
Stanton doing everything right.
Yeah, it's the responsibility of PETRASEK to get out of this spot. Stanton just looking at the referee now.
Unanswered shot after unanswered shot. Needs to be careful at the top of the head. Needs to try and progress.
Nice elbow there. What can PETRASEK do from now? He's got side control.
Now he's finally got a position going north-south. Maybe going to look for north-south choke with a minute remaining. Goes to the body instead. This is such a hard style for you to deal with, especially it just seems like he has a lack of knowledge in certain situations because Stanton's weight is so perfectly placed. But he needs to work.
Oh, and again.
Goes again for this man of crucifix.
35 seconds left in round number 2. Pushing that arm through again.
They're trying to get that mounted crucifix connected. Does so.
He might even be working now.
Yeah, could look for that mounted triangle. But it's very difficult to do that. And PETRASEK's completely neutralized.
Yeah. Shots down.
Now gets the mounted crucifix. Now has space to throw shots. Manages to get that arm back. It's just been a defensive fight the entire time from PETRASEK. You can boo all you want, but PETRASEK is getting dominated here.
Yeah, absolute clinic here from Mick Stanton. Third and final round here of tonight's final Tipsport Gamechanger contest. Can PETRASEK pull something out? He shoots for the takedown. Look at the reversal straight away.
Yeah, looks for this almost half Nelson reversal with that underhook. Stanton going to try and get on top here. Looks like he will do as well at the moment. Or maybe go to the back if he lifts up his hips too high, which he has.
He's going to try and squeeze that leg round and
Does
get down.
so.
Oh,
beautiful awareness though from PETRASEK.
Really good.
Finishes on top.
And the urgency you needed to see from him as well. Sometimes we've talked about him breaking in the cage mentally, but knows what's at stake. Still trying to make it happen is PETRASEK.
Needs the finish now.
Oh,
needs to be careful of that triangle. But again, the posture and the strength of PETRASEK just shucks that off and gets to the back. This is the best. Again, he had his moments in the first. Gets reversed again.
Him over again.
And again,
look at Darren Morris cheer that over.
But that is a Darren Morris's camp are so hard to keep down because as soon as you get them there, they roll. They always roll. They invert, not to leg locks, but to get back on top.
Yeah.
Exactly how he did that there. It's a patented move from that gym, and look at see the smile from ear to ear of Darren Morris with this performance, as he should be. Clinical so far.
35 seconds. 3 minutes, 35 seconds left in this round. And so far, like we saw in the Kamil Wojciechowski fight, just feels like Stanton is one step ahead. And now the clock against MILOŠ PETRASEK as well.
Yeah, I felt like it was a very similar opponent, you know, to face. I feel like PETRASEK a bit bigger, obviously, but apart from that, similar in styles and well-rounded and very, very good. But the special skill that Stanton has is the intensity that he brings, the power that he brings, and just the intention, non-stop. He has been this entire fight. People that don't like the position could really argue that he's just been in control and he's been static, but he hasn't been. He's always emitting power through his hips, through his upper body. He's always attacking. He's always adjusting. He's always trying something, and that's why it's so exhausting on the bottom.
And again, working his way to this side control spot with ease as well. Look, past that guard, cleared the legs, and now
I think we could see him go to the full mount in this third round. He's avoided it the entire fight, but he knows.
Looks like he's isolating that arm as well. No, just the top pressure is enough.
2 minutes, 20 seconds left for PETRASEK to get a miracle, really, at this point. Goes north-south.
He likes this spot. Start adding up the shots to the body as well.
Again, switches sides, everything clinical, textbook.
Domination, Luke.
Clinic. That's what we want. Gets that whizzer. Needs to be careful. Gets the hips down, though. Goes to the full mount. Gets put in the half guard, but that's fine. He's still on top.
The Kimura.
Going to just utilize this Kimura to pass. If he can fake it, he's going to now get that left leg out.
1 minute, 30 seconds now.
Threatening with this to try and make something happen. PETRASEK neutralized, not even moving his hips. Now just kind of surviving, trying to go for a straight armbar.
Straight armbar as well. Again, so hard to finish. You don't see these often, but tonight has been a night of firsts, right?
It looks like
that was close. Oh no, he's okay.
Very good grappler himself, PETRASEK. I'd be very surprised to see that. But uses it to pass, gets back to a dominant position.
Look how flat to him he stays as well. Look, if people are watching this and looking at the technique and how to control the bigger guy.
No space, zero space, hips in the right place, nice and high, bringing that elbow high. It's all about controlling the elbows. That left elbow will never pass that hip, will never pass that leg. He's keeping it nice and high, wrapping it over.
As much as we saw Mark Hulme announce himself with that finish, the knockdown and then the submission, the rest of the middleweights best be watching this, right? This is a different level of grappling and control.
And like you said, Mick Stanton's a striker. He's a boxer.
He's a boxer. He's a boxer. He's represented England and Great Britain. Multiple titles, just could not get fights because he was that good at boxing, people wouldn't face him. Then moved into MMA.
And we move into the final 10 seconds of the most dominant fight of the night.
Bit of WWE stuff there, bringing the power.
And a bit of booing for it, but dominance.
Dominance. And it is the responsibility.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's see how judges score this fight. All three judges score this fight 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision. Mick Hammer Stanton!
Watch the tournament live at OKTAGON.tv.